Buenos días, estudiantes. Levantarse, por favor. Manos arriba, manos fuera, manos adentro y manos abajo. Siéntense, por favor. So now, today, our topic, our lesson for today is en la tienda de ropa. En la tienda de ropa is in a clothes store. En la tienda de ropa is in a clothes store. So now, our first activity or our first stage of this lesson is to go through this lovely vocabulary list so that we can all understand what is the Spanish for some clothing. So now, the first one that we have is los calcetines. Los calcetines is socks. La minifalda, this is a mini skirt. El vestido, dress. La camisa, shirt. El zapato, shoes. El pantalones, jeans or pants. El pantalones is also used when we are saying trousers or shorts, as we would refer to as. In our own terms, we would say shorts. El chaleco, vest. El botas, boots. El sombrero, hat. Las zapatillas, slippers. Los lentes, glasses or lens. La ropa interior, which is a undergarment. El saco, coat. La falda, skirt. La bufanda, scarf. Now, I would say this vocabulary again and you will repeat after me. Los calcetines, la minifalda, el vestido, la camisa, el zapato, el pantalones, el chaleco, el botas, el sombrero, las zapatillas, los lentes, la ropa interior, el saco, la falda, la bufanda. Good. So now, as I point to these vocabulary, you will say them as a class and I will listen. Very good. So now our next stage or next activity, in our lesson is to go through a vocabulary list. Now this vocabulary list that we're going to go through, this would help us to understand our dialogue that we have to do after the vocabulary list. And after the vocabulary list, we have some questions to work. So now I'll distribute the vocabulary list to you and I will say the word, the vocabulary, you will listen. Then I will say them once again and you repeat after me. And then you say it all by yourself. Good, so our first vocabulary. Dependiente, sales girl. Falda, skirt. blusa, blouse, talla mediana, medium size, talla size, ¿dónde está el probador? Where is the fitting room? Ascensor, elevator, cerca, next to or nearby, le van perfectos, they are perfect, me gustan muchísimo, I like them very much, es muy barato, is very cheap, ¿cuánto cuestan? How much does it cost? En efectivo, en cash, tarjeta de crédito, credit card, pagar, to pay, necesito, I need. So now I will go through this list once again and you will repeat after me. Dependiente, sales girl. Falda, skirt. Blusa, blouse. Talla mediano, medium size. Talla size. ¿Dónde está el probador? Where is the fitting room? Ascensor, elevator, cerca, next to or nearby. Le van perfectos, they are perfect. Me gustan muchísimo, I like them very much. Es muy barato, is very cheap. ¿Cuánto cuestan? How much does it cost? En efectivo, en cash. Tarjeta de crédito, credit card. Pagar, to pay. Necesito, I need. Good. So now you will pronounce the words on the vocab list by yourself. Okay, so our next activity is the reading passage. Now we look at the vocabulary list to help us in aid of understanding the vocabulary list. So now we look at the reading passage. Good, so our reading passage is in the form of a dialogue. Now this dialogue is a conversation between Alina and a sales girl in a clothes store. Alina wants to buy clothes, so the sales girl offers help to Alina. Good, so dependiente. Buenos días, a la orden, señorita. Alina, buenos días. Necesito una falda y una blusa. Dependiente. ¿De qué color? Alina, me gusta comprar una falda roja y una blusa blanca. Dependiente. ¿Qué talla lleva usted? Alina, la talla mediana, por favor. Dependiente. Bueno, aquí tiene la falda y la blusa. Alina, gracias. Quiero probarlas. ¿Dónde está el probador? Dependiente. Está cerca del ascensor. 10 minutos más tarde. Dependiente. Le van perfectos. Alina, sí, me gustan muchísimo. Dependiente. ¿Desea algo más? Alina, nada más, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuestan? Dependiente. Con el impuesto cuestan 853 bolívares en total. Alina, qué bueno, es muy barato. Puedo pagar en efectivo o con una tarjeta de crédito. Dependiente. No importa. Aquí es posible pagar en efectivo y a crédito. Aceptamos las tarjetas de crédito. Alina, bueno, voy a usar mi tarjeta de crédito porque no tengo mucho dinero aquí. Good, so now I would read the passage once again and you will repeat after me. Dependiente. Buenos días. A la orden, señorita. Alina, buenos días. Necesito una falda y una blusa. Dependiente. ¿De qué color? Alina, me gusta comprar una falda roja y una blusa blanca. Dependiente. ¿Qué talla lleva usted? Alina, la talla mediana. Por favor. Dependiente. Bueno, aquí tiene la falda y la blusa. Alina, gracias. Quiero probarlas. ¿Dónde está el probador? Dependiente. Está cerca del ascensor. 10 minutos más tarde. Dependiente. Les van perfectos. Alina. Sí, me gustan muchísimos. Dependiente. ¿Desea algo más? Alina. Nada más, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuestan? Dependiente. Con el impuesto. Cuestan 853 bolívares en total. Alina. ¡Qué bueno! Es muy barato. ¿Puedo pagar en efectivo o en tarjeta de crédito? Dependiente. No importa. Aquí es posible pagar en efectivo y a crédito. Aceptamos las tarjetas de crédito. Alina. Bueno, me voy a usar mi tarjeta de crédito porque no tengo mucho dinero aquí. Very good. So now you will read the passage by yourself. Now we have 10 questions to answer from the passage we read just now. Good, so they should take you about 3 minutes to complete. Good, so now that we've finished that session, we'll now go to our next activity, which is to play a board game. Now these are the games. I would like to ask the class to just split in 2 groups so that we can have 2 groups to play these games. Good, so we have group 1 here. Here's your dice. Group 2, here is your dice. Good, so now the rules of this game. Now everybody should place their finger at start. Then roll the dice. Good. Now whatever number you got from the dice, you're moving up. And whichever box your finger is at, you have to state the Spanish for the clothing that is in the box. Then you have to stay there until the other person plays, And in the game, there are some steps which you have to pause around. If your finger lands there, you have to move 2 steps forward or start over. You also have in this game to go back, to go forward, and to move 4 steps back. Now, we'll now begin to play the game. Good, so now that everyone has finished playing the game, we'll now move on to our next objective for this lesson, which is to complete a word search. Now this word search is based on types of clothing. Good, you have 2 minutes to do so. Good, so now that everyone has finished the word search, we now have a worksheet to complete. Now this worksheet instruction says to complete the following by filling in the blanks. So it's like a word scramble. Some letters are missing and you have to fill in the letters to complete the word. Good, you have 3 minutes to do so. To conclude today's lesson, I would now like to ask the volunteers to tell me what they have learned from today's lesson. Yes, Devendra, what have you learned? Okay, Devendra learned clothing in Spanish. Now, list one of those clothing that you've learned. Okay, he's saying that he learned el saco. El saco is what? Coat, yes, very good. Anybody else would like to go? Okay. So, what was the most interesting part of this lesson? What did you remember from this lesson? Yes, Yugita. Oh, Yugita loved the game. Okay. Oh, she loved the game because she finished first for her group. Okay, very good. Okay. Cindy, yes, Cindy is saying that she loved the word search. Very good. So now I'd like to commend each and every one of you for making today's lesson a success, and thank you all for participating fully in today's lesson. And for our next lesson, we'll be reviewing in la tienda de ropa and in the grocery store. So remember, in the previous lesson I told everyone to bring items. Now you'll bring the items for the grocery store for the next lesson, and you'll also bring some clothing for the next lesson, because the next lesson is a recapping and you have to create dialogues and enact the dialogues. Good, so may everyone enjoy your weekend and have a good day.